This your boy, Paul Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? This your first time tuning in. Go ahead. Hit doggone subscribe button. Hit notification bell anytime I post up new content. Also, like and hype this video, share it, and I'm not gonna sit up here and say it ain't gonna go too far, but shit, let's see what the fuck happens. This is a this is a show that I've actually really wanted to do for a pretty good while because of I saw that one, I forget where I see it at now. But they was actually like, I forget, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it was here on YouTube. But it was this one guy, he was talking about Eddie Murphy and the two movies. He talked about Harlem Nights and he talked about the movie Life. And he actually like really said that Life, I mean, yeah, Harlem Nights, or that one, let me get this right. You know, I'm sure thinking about this. But before I go any further, hey, just know that today's episode is brought to you in part by the fantastic company to make this fantastic drink, Four Loco. No, the people that make this fantastic drink, they did not come to the Crazy Uncle saying, hey, we want you to advertise our shit. No, they didn't. This is some shit that I'm doing by myself. Now, if I get a contract deal out of it, hey, it is what it is. Let your lemonade always get me. But what I was gonna say was, Life is the sequel. No, Harlem Nights. Put like this: Harlem Nights and Life. Pretty much the same goddamn movie. Both of the movies take place in New York, right? So everybody remembers the ending of Harlem Nights. Mm-hmm. They got Bugsy and crew out of the situation, so they had to leave Harlem, right? Now 9 times out of 10, Sugar went his own way, and Quick went through all of his money, right? He too busy pickpocketing people, right? So, and then when you actually really stop it, and then like when they go down to sell the booze or whatever, they get cut up. Y'all know the story. Remember the fight scene? What he tell Goldmouth, right? He said, I know a bitch named Dylan that hit harder than you. So for the most part, right, you gotta ask yourself, okay, well, who the fuck is he talking? Who the fuck is who? Who? Right? So hey, y'all remember the fight that him and Vera had. So hey, it is what it is. Mm. So then I started looking at it. Then y'all already know I did the shit about John Amos and his character as far as like good times go, that James didn't get killed off. He lied. And then he didn't go to Mississippi. He went down to Louisiana and became Kansas City Mac. Got his little money. And then years later, he goes back to Brooklyn. Or he goes up to Brooklyn, becomes a doctor, and guess who the fuck he runs into? All right? Heathcliff Huxtable, or Brother Billy Foster of that large church or whatever. So hey, you have to sit back and watch how shit plays out. So I said all that to say this. Yeah, I probably, and if I went around the bush with it, then hey, oh fucking well. So I looked at this. So I looked at Friday. I'm like, you know what? What if Boys in the Hood and Friday, maybe they the same goddamn movie? So so we gonna call this "You Make the Fucking Call." No, hold on. So this right here, this is the ending of Boys in the Hood. All right. This is the you still got one brother left. So I want y'all to pay attention to what the fuck Ice Cube got on. All right, so y'all already know the outcome of that. So now that we got that out the way, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play this shit here. So you got a lot of the um, same characters that was in uh, Boys in the Hood, are actually in the movie Friday, right? So ah uh so so uh now that we seen that, right? This is the opening scene of Friday, right? And so this is the now y'all look at what y'all see what the fuck he got on. He got them same flip flops on, right? And let's continue. Now, y'all saw what he got on. The first one, he had a Jerry curl. Got that shit cut off, right? So, well, we could at least hear the rest of this.
What's up?
Good morning. Are you prepared for Jehovah's return? Because if you're not, I have a pamphlet that... Well, fuck you. Head dead motherfucker.
Okay. So, and then there's other, hold on, because there's other shit in here, right? That we could actually take from. Because I know y'all remember that one scene where they sit out there on the front porch and they smoking, right? Let's see here. Smoky. Hold on. Let's do this. Smoky. No, we don't taking a poop. Smokey and Craig. Craig Smokey. Yeah. So, are they gonna do it? Yeah, right here. So this is it right here, I think.
I've been getting high all week.
Yeah. So okay. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what the fuck you do. This is what happens. When you think of shit, right? But look, y'all just bear with me on this one. Bear with me on this one. Okay. So now he finna get high with smoking. Now look at this shit here.
Take a what? Take it. Ain't like you got shit to do tomorrow. You don't have to go to work. Don't take it.
I got a drink.
Crazy. That's stimulating.
All right, now y'all see that, right? Y'all see that, right? He said he drank, right? He was pouring out the pour down. Now, I'm gonna tell you what the fuck happened. Now, full of this. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck happened with Ice Cube. I mean, I'm almost about ready. Instead of him dying like they say he did, and Boys in the Hood, let's just say that Darren Doughboy, right? He snitched on somebody and he got his ass out of there. They said, look, we can't really move you out of the hood, right? So we gonna move your ass a few blocks over. We gonna move your ass a few blocks over. We gotta cut your hair. right? You're gonna have to get rid of that Jerry juice and get a bald head, like he said in one of his songs, on the death, like what he said in Horny the Little Devil, on the Death Certificate album. So they cut his hair, they moved him a few blocks over, and they gave him a new set of parents. But then, come to find out, right? He took Nia along with him, and he took old girl, you know, y'all remember at the barbecue, talking about, ooh, girl, do he have a girlfriend? And what she said, yes. And then they all looking, right? And so it is almost like, okay, now if y'all want to call that a sequel, then hey, by all means, call it a sequel. Or you can pretty much call it the same damn movie if you really want to be honest about it. And they pretty much said, hey, look, try to keep your ass out of trouble as much as possible, right? And then just note that at least from Boys to the Hood, all of the Fridays, right? And, you know, just know in Boys in the Hood, he stayed in the most trouble. Guess what? The motherfucker just got out of jail. Then in Friday, right? He get a job, but he loses the job on his day off for stealing motherfucking boxes. I mean, and then he beat Debo's ass. Now he got to move out to Rancho Chocamongas with his uncle, where he said, yeah, nephew, gotta have a little money to live out here. I ain't gonna pull that shit up, right? He said, well, I know what you said. And you know, I said, I love the hood. I'll never leave the hood. Yeah, that's what I said, right? But as soon as I got my check, I was gone. Right? He did all that to get away from Craig. And then eventually, then the daddy came and got him, right? Then they opened up the barbecue business. For the most part, right? You can look at it like, okay, well, Nia Long, she went on and went to college. Right? So again, he was like, so I guess you could be like, so listen, Boys in the Hood, all of the Fridays, right? And then you can actually really put higher learning in there, right? Because think about it, he got rid of the Jerry curl, he got a bald head, then he grew an afro, trying to be a leader of some shit. He done got self-conscious now, right? You know, now I already know what the fuck y'all gonna say. When the time frame don't act right, I'm like, well, shit. Okay, let's just say that because he did higher learning first, because it was Boys in the Hood and it was higher learning, right? Okay, so he cut it. So again, he showed up, but college wasn't what he thought it was. So he come back, right? And then he do the next two. Then after that, right? Then he did the what? The Triple X. Then he became a family man, you know. So the shit is fucked up, you know. Just do a little bit of shuffling, right? And for the most part, that's Ice Cube's whole movie goddamn career. So the $64,000 question is this. How many of Ice Cube's movies are sequels? Right? How many times did this motherfucker actually really ended up in the witness protection program? Because you can actually really look at it like this, because he changed his face. For the most part, when he changed his hairdo, he didn't change his clothes. He beat Debo's ass. He went to college. Or before that, right? He was in jail, right? Then they got him out of the hood. They gave him a job. He lost his job because he was stealing boxes. right? Then he whooped Debo's ass, right? And then he get out of the hood, but then let's just say for shits and giggles, he went to school, grew his hair afro out. Y'all don't know where the fuck I'm going with this, you know, but I always, I always thought like, okay, yeah, that's a weird shit going on, you know, because, and then even before that, shit, he was with NWA, gangster, fuck this bitch, shoot that nigga that, you know, hey, it is what it is. So throughout, so I'm again, like, look, this is how the motherfucking industry works, right? They pretty much keep you in the same character that you brought in with you as far as like Hollywood is concerned. Then out of all of that, he becomes a family man. So he done went from hood to college, working a special unit in the government because they figure, hey, you from the hood, so you don't give a damn, right? So I'm just putting it out there, y'all. So, hey, just like I say, y'all look, I already know this shit ain't gonna go nowhere, but you know, I just thought that the crazy uncle would put that. I just thought that I would put this little bit out there for y'all, right? Go back, put like this. This is what the fuck y'all need to do. Go back and watch all of the go back and watch all the motherfucking Ice Cube's movies, and then you come back and watch this goddamn video and be like, you know what, crazy uncle, you goddamn right. That shit makes all the motherfucking sense in the world. But if you've already watched these movies, then still tell me, right? But if you already watched the movies, just say, yeah, that make a whole lot of sense. So with that being said, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dad, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door, cross street, round the corner, Paul's Harris, a.k.a. Crazy Uncle. I'm gonna holler at y'all.